Welcome back to the show, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Coming back to listen to all our ramblings.
What else is going on in the world? Seen any good movies lately?
The biggest thing going on in the world right now you don't want to talk about.
What's that?
The World Cup.
Oh, it is technically, yeah. I mean, it is. It is the biggest thing. I don't not want to talk about it. I'll talk about it all day long. I don't know shit about it. That's the part.
I know.
That's the problem.
That's why I keep my mouth shut when you guys are talking about football. I got no clue what the hell you're talking about. I'm just like, okay.
I will let you ramble though. You can give me some instant analysis.
I don't think anybody listening to this gives a damn.
Well, there are people out there who care. You'd be surprised.
Yeah,
that's the only time in 4 years they will care about football or soccer.
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, it was funny because when I went to Johnny's, they had there's a bar at the Johnny's in Douglasville, and we sat at the bar. Me and Heather did, and then they have 2 TV screens behind the bar, and both of them were playing the Pittsburgh Atlanta game, and the one dude walked in. He wasn't a bartender. I think he was a waiter. I was like, "Hey, man, you know how to work the TVs?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Can you put FS1 on this one?" And he was like, "Yeah, which game you want to watch?" He's like, and he's going to football. I said, "No, not football." I'm like, "Soccer, the soccer." He's like, "Oh, the World Cup?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll put it on." And he put it on. And he was like, "Man, did you see the Brazil game the other day?" I was like, "Wow." He started talking about it. He's like, "Man, nobody ever wants to watch it." I was like, "Well, I do. So please put it on because I'm fixing to start."
That's my problem. If I just need to understand the game. I need to sit there and watch a little bit, not like figure it out.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I know the name of the game is to score points or goals, like obviously.
Yeah, there's a sweet science to it. That's why most people don't like it. And most people that watch football or whatever kind of say it's boring because they don't know what's going on the whole time because there's action the whole time, but it looks like nothing's happening. Yeah. But really it's all about setting up to get to where you're trying to score. It's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, they're running plays just like you run plays in football. It's just a different.
And it's funny if you watch the sideline, the coach is going off just like a football coach he's just screaming the whole time, like yelling at him, here, this, yelling at him, telling him what to do. And the captain on the field is the one kind of running what's going on. But yeah, it's fun. And then watching them actually execute a play and it goes through because you watch them draw a whole team over to one side of the field and then just kill them on the other side. And the way they create space, the way some of these guys create shots inside the box it just blows my mind how they can move the way they do. There's a new kid coming up out of France who's fantastic. I watched him play today. He scored twice in the round 16.
What was the deal with I know there was some stuff going on. There's a big name in soccer.
FIFA? Or are you talking about a player?
Individual player. I don't want to say he's maybe English, European. Went to one of those clubs. Some deal. I don't know.
Well, Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo plays Portugal. He played for Real. I think he played for I can't remember, but he was getting mad because he's getting older. He's like 37 years old now. And he wasn't getting as much playing time. So it's looking like I think he took a deal. He quit the game. He quit their team. But it looks like some of these people are starting to come to MLS. Like there was a guy by the name of Rooney who came to, obviously Beckham was the first one, came over here, played for the LA Galaxy, and then bought a team. And so now he's over here supporting the MLS. And
I think that's what the MLS needs is they need more foreign players. But I think part of the problem too is like, don't you
almost
like
all of them are international now?
Yeah, but I think like big names, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then there's a deal where like you can borrow a national team's players for, whatever, you pay a fee.
And I'm not real sure how Atlanta, that works.
The year Atlanta won their MLS Cup, they had some guys.
Yeah, it's hard to draw over here because the MLS doesn't pay what like the Premier League pays over in Europe. Like that guy Mbappe I'm talking about, Kylian Mbappe, he plays for France and he plays in League One in France. Well, his fucking salary is 93 million euro for this year,
Yeah.
22-23 season. He's
Yeah,
not going to
soccer
get that over here. He's
soccer
not going to get
players
anywhere
make
near that
crazy money. Yeah.
over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, not so much. It's hard to, some of the bigger name players that are over here, they get some money, but getting them over here but I think it's looking like Cristiano Ronaldo might come to the MLS. It's looking like Messi, who's considered one of the best in the world, plays for Argentina. He's looking like he's towards the end of his career competitively over there, and he might come to MLS. But it's kind of like where they come to finish out their career because they're a draw, and they'll get paid towards the end of their career to play.
It's like NFL players going to the Raiders. I got you.
Yeah. Or like the old baseball players going over to Japan to play at the end of their career. You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Yeah, there's who is it? Yasiel Puig. He's over there right now. Yeah.
He went over there?
I believe so.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It looks like what's his face? The catcher,
Molina.
Molina. Yeah, it looks like he's retiring this year.
Yeah, I think he did. He retired, I want to say a year or two ago.
Man, I watched this is kind of off topic, but I watched a video the other day. It was Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan was pitching and he hit a dude, and the guy ran out to the mound, and Nolan Ryan took him in a headlock and just started beating his face in, and then finished the game.
Yeah.
They didn't even throw him out.
He got attacked. I saw one where the guy, I don't know if he was just tired of getting struck out or what, but and you may know which one I'm talking about. He looks back and he kicks the catcher so the catcher can't tackle him from behind. Yeah. So he kicked the catcher over, and then he charged him out.
Kicked him and took off.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Man, if someone had ever done to me, I would be 38 hot.
Because he donkey kicked him like in the face mask and took off running. I was like, damn. That was a cleat to the freaking face mask.
Oh.
And it was like out of nowhere. Didn't see it coming. Just bam.
So tomorrow you got Japan and Croatia, right?
Yeah.
And then Brazil, South Korea, and then Morocco, Spain, and Portugal, Switzerland.
Right. So, yeah, a bunch of teams are already through to the quarterfinals. Because the Netherlands beat us. The Netherlands are in. England's in now.
You got Netherlands and Argentina on the 9th. And
I want the Netherlands to win it all now because they beat us. They knocked us out, so now I want the Netherlands to win it all.
What are the chances of the Netherlands? You think Brazil's the favorite to get to the quarterfinal in that?
Oh, yeah. Brazil is the favorite in their game. Neymar might be back. Neymar sprained his ankle. He was been out for 1 game, but he sprained his ankle in I think one of the group play games, and he was out for a couple. I think he was out for a couple games, but he's cleared to come back. So Neymar is going to be in their round of 16 game.
What they do is they pump him full of stem cells.
I don't know, but these are round of 16 games. So, and it's funny because during the World Cup, these guys don't all just play for shit. None of them just play for the national team. I don't think all of them have their own clubs that they play for. And then come World Cup time, they play for it's kind of like the Olympics.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's just, the Olympics or the World Baseball Classic. All them guys go and play for their home countries.
Right. So these guys don't play together a lot, but they all come together to do this. But yeah, Brazil's going to be the favorite but I think the favorite to win it all right now, the way they've been playing, because France hasn't lost yet. France is probably, because they won it. They won the last World Cup, so they're probably slated to, or they're favored to win the whole thing again. But everybody wants to see Argentina do it because Messi. That's the one thing Messi hasn't done, and he's considered one of the best players in the world. He's never won a World Cup, and this is like his 5th World Cup, and he's never won it. Argentina's never, not with him. They haven't won it. Mm-hmm. But
Well,
I don't think
gotta get past the Netherlands.
Yeah, which is going to be tough for them. But
What do you know about Japan's got Croatia tomorrow? What do you know about that?
Japan's been making waves. Japan's looked really good. Everybody's been talking about Japan, to be honest with you, because they kind of rolled through their group and did really well. And it kind of surprised a lot of people, I think. Croatia, I watched Croatia play. They look good.
Let me ask you an extremely stupid question.
What's that?
The women's, I know they have a World Cup. It doesn't happen at the same time or
Next year.
next year. Okay.
It happens it happens after.
I know the U.S. at one time had a decent women's team.
Still do.
They still
so
do.
here's the thing. So the men usually suck in America with soccer, and the women are fantastic. And here's my reasoning behind why. Look at the rest of the world. I'm saying this very generalized so people that are listening don't take this the wrong way. Look at the way the rest of the world treats their women. A lot of these countries, the way women are typically second class citizens. They don't really get as much respect as they do here, or nor are they afforded the opportunities that they are here. Yeah. I think that's why the women's team here, we've won World Cups. Our female team, the American men's team, has never won a World Cup. They've come in second, I think, a couple times, but we've never won. But the females have. And I think it's because they just get all the time and energy, and, they get all they're afforded the time to play and to be together and do what they have to do. That's their job. Whereas most of these other countries, these girls don't get that opportunity. They get thrown together with whoever, and then they're told to go play. It's pretty much the way I see it. You know what I mean? If they're playing, they've also probably got 3 other jobs and they're playing soccer.
Okay.
Where here, I don't think they have that
issue
obstacle. Yeah. That's one of the reasons I think our women are so as good as they are. Yeah.
Brazil and South Korea. What you know about that?
I think Brazil's going to win it, but I wouldn't count South Korea out. They fought their way through to get to the round of 16, and they did it in pretty impressive fashion, actually.
Yeah.
Because their last game, they scored on who the hell did they play? They shouldn't have. Nobody expected them to score. They had to score to make it to the round of 16. The way the group play is, it comes down to goal differential.
Yeah.
And they had to.
That's how the U.S. got in, right?
One of the reasons. Well, we did pretty good. We didn't lose, so that helped.
Yeah, of course.
That's not
straight wins and losses. I think that's what kind of throws me off sometimes too.
No, I really like the format. So the format for any tournament, it's a good format for a tournament. You win, you lose, or you tie. So you get 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and nothing for a loss. So you go through by points, and then if there's a tie, then it goes down to goal differential, and whoever scored the most goals and allowed the least amount. You know what I mean? So I think it's a good format for a group, and the top 2 move on, except for the next World Cup. Then it's going to only be groups of 3, and one team gets eliminated, and the rest of them move on.
Spain and Portugal, they have pretty good teams.
Portugal is who Cristiano Ronaldo plays for. So he's one of the other ones that people consider to be one of the best in the world right now. But it's pretty much Messi, Ronaldo, and Mbappe are the 3 that everybody's talking about. But Portugal is going to have a tough time with Spain.
They got Switzerland first. Spain's got Morocco.
Yeah. Spain will probably beat Morocco.
Portugal beats Switzerland.
It's going to be tough. When you get down to the round of 16, all these teams.
Yeah, you're talking the 16 best teams in the entire world.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for anybody. Qatar, it was funny because Qatar was in the World Cup because they hosted.
Right.
But now they were looking at the stats, and they're the worst team that ever hosted ever. They got eliminated immediately.
Well, the country didn't do themselves any favors when they canceled alcohol sales.
Please, if anybody has any questions or comments, hit us up at primecohesion@gmail.com. or head to our Facebook page at Prime Cohesion on Facebook and leave some comments. We'd appreciate it.